Have you ever considered that everything you perceive is not as solid or separate as it appears? Today, we'll explore one of Hermeticism's most profound teachings, the first of the 7 Hermetic principles, the principle of mentalism. This ancient principle states simply, all is mind. The universe itself is a mental creation. Though it sounds abstract, this idea holds countless implications. If everything is fundamentally mental, then our experiences and reality are reflections of consciousness. Our thoughts are not passive. They are forces that shape existence itself. This principle isn't just philosophical speculation. In recent decades, modern physics has offered striking confirmations. Quantum experiments like the famous double-slit experiment reveal that observation itself influences the behavior of particles. When no one watches, electrons behave like waves, potential, undefined. But when we observe them, they collapse into a single point of reality. Awareness transforms probability into form. Imagine consciousness as an infinite ocean. Every thought or focus you project into it creates ripples, shaping what rises to the surface. This is the essence of the principle of mentalism. Reality is fluid, shaped by the creative power of the universal mind, and by the sparks of that mind within each of us. Hermetic teachers have long taught that our individual minds are not separate from this universal mind. Instead, each of us is a living reflection, an extension of that vast intelligence. This is why many traditions teach that when you transform your thoughts, you transform your world. Yet many of us feel disconnected from this power. Why? Because our minds are conditioned by beliefs, habits, and distractions. In ancient texts and spiritual philosophies, this is called Maya, the illusion that keeps us from seeing our true creative potential. Even modern neuroscience shows how attention sculpts our brain structure and perception. What we focus on consistently becomes the filter through which we interpret reality. Over time, these mental habits solidify into patterns, some empowering, others limiting. In today's world, our attention has become one of the most valuable commodities. Technology, social media, and constant information bombardment fragment our focus and scatter our energy. The more distracted we become, the further we drift from our ability to consciously shape our lives. Ancient Hermetic writings compare attention to a magnifying glass. Whatever we direct it toward becomes charged with energy and begins to manifest. But when our attention is fractured, our creative force is weakened. Instead of living as conscious creators, we slip into a passive state, reacting rather than initiating. This is why reclaiming your attention is a radical act of self-mastery. When you deliberately choose where to place your focus, you begin to remember your role as a co-creator of reality. The subconscious mind also plays a powerful role in this process. Everything you see, hear, and think, even what seems trivial, leaves impressions on the subconscious. Over time, These impressions form beliefs and emotional patterns that quietly shape your experiences. If you hold a hidden belief that you are unworthy of love, you may unconsciously push away people who care for you. If you believe that success is beyond your reach, you may sabotage opportunities without realizing it. The subconscious does not judge. It simply accepts and replicates what you feed it. This is why practices like visualization and affirmations can be so transformative. By repeatedly planting new seeds in the subconscious and fueling them with emotion, you replace limiting patterns with empowering ones. The subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between what is vividly imagined and what is real. So when you practice feeling confidence, peace, or love, you begin to embody those qualities. As you grow more aware of this inner landscape, you can become a careful gardener, choosing what you allow to take root and what you will no longer nurture. The principle of mentalism reminds us that our reality is not imposed upon us from the outside. It emerges from the interplay of consciousness and perception. When you reclaim your focus, question your beliefs, and align with the deeper intelligence within you, you step back into your power as a conscious creator. Your mind is the sacred temple in which reality takes form. Whatever you cultivate within it will inevitably bloom in the world around you. So ask yourself today, what thoughts will you choose to nourish? What hidden beliefs are you ready to release? And how might your life transform if you truly recognized that everything begins in the mind?